I went ahead and made some copies of this in case I mess it up, and go back and mess those up too. Well, I wouldn't say it's completely unsuccessful cast. It's not what I wanted, obviously. But I got about 21 inches, 21 and a half inches of blade to cast out. And poured out the side. So this is what I got. It's not a bad looking blade, it just wasn't what I had in mind, so I can still make a short sword, a good knife blade out of it. So I'm going to try again. This time I've put a handle on the sword, kind of attached it to it. I've got to shape it up and everything. It just looks like a big glob of styrofoam right now. So I'm going to try shaping that up, and instead of casting it this time vertically, I'm going to try to cast it horizontally, and maybe it'll do better and it won't swell up like it did on this blade here. You can see the blade's just about right, but whenever it gets up here near the top, it's more than a 1/4 inch thick, so there was a lot of weight pressing down right there, and the mold just couldn't hold it, and it pressed out the sides. So I'm going to try again, see if I can make some. So I probably got about an hour, well, maybe a little over an hour of time invested in this now. So I'm hoping it'll all cast out. Still got a little bit going on here, but I'm going to try to carve that out if it all cast out well. I don't know if it is or not. God willing, it will. And I may be making a mistake, but I'm going to go ahead and try to shape up some of these teeth right here. Hope I don't break them off, but I think it'd be a lot easier to carve it out before it turns into bronze. Okay, well, I'm going to try that. Maybe it'll work. Maybe not. Nobody knows. Here's my blade. And offside. Ooh, look at all that dirt on my fingers. Nasty. Anyway, so there we go. So this is what I got. About like I was thinking it might do. Didn't quite have enough weight to push all the way down before it hardened up. The handle it ain't too bad. I don't think it's a total loss. I could still probably use that for something. Attach it to another blade. One of the teeth didn't come out very well. But other than that, it's only got a few little bad spots on it, which I might be able to grind out of it. So, a year and a half and one global pandemic later, I finally found some time to work on this sword some more. So I took the casting of the blade from the first sword I tried to cast, and the casting of the handle from the second sword I attempted to cast, and I attached them together. And I just had to use my angle grinder to cut down into the handle a little bit, and I put the sword blade down in it, and if you can see there's, well, probably not on that side, there's 3 brass rivets in there holding it together. So one of the fangs didn't cast out, and it's got a problem with the casting right there, which I thought about forging that or even trying to weld some more bronze on it, but it's such a perfect fit already in my hand. I could cover it up with some leather or something like that, which I'll probably do later. Anyways, it just feels really good. So, what do you think, Mr. Snaky? Yep, so after cold forging it, I just resharpened the edges. So, yeah, it's pretty sharp. Let's go test it out. Alrighty. So to test out the Serpent Sword, I'm going to start with Mr. Cabbage here. I'll tell Mrs. Cabbage goodbye for you, bro. Don't you worry. So I knew it cut going sideways because, well, it's sharp. But how about the piercing part? I mean, that does a lot of damage there whenever it's got the waves in it, right? Kind of like a Kris. So let's see how it cuts going in word. Word up. A seedless watermelon with an ant on it. Used to have an ant on it. So I will cut into seedless watermelon and see damage.
The Serpent Sword versus the watermelon. Will the watermelon win? There's not a chance. Ever.
Okay. We through playing? Well, it split the thing, so I guess we can't really see the damage now, can we? Split it again. Oh well. That's good for splitting watermelons anyway. Probably need something like a pork or something to test it on. Yeah. Well, I kept splitting my melon, so I want to see what it does to this here slab of meat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So as deep as I went in with the blade, it's only about 2 inches wide. The cut on the rump roast here is about 2.5 inches. So the swivel to the blade gave it about a 1/2 inch better cut going in. Try it one more time. Yeah, that time I went almost all the way to the hilt. Let's see. Yeah, it's about 2 inches 1/8 on the blade. So the cut where I went in a little deeper is about 2 9/16. So it's pretty consistent on a 1/2 inch or so wider cut with that curved blade. So I've done the piercing test. Let's see how well it cuts if I just chop down on it. That's a little less than 1.5 inch deep. Maybe 1.5 right there where the swivel hit it. Let's try again. From the look at it, a little over an inch, maybe about the same, 1.5. That actually done a little less. Maybe right up here where it's got a little more weight to it. Well, it's nice and sharp. Let's see if I can hear it back there. Oh, my table! Well, it works on my table. That's good. Come here, you big old slab of meat. Well, I wish I could tell you what that did. I don't think it cut much of anything before it fell all the way through, though. Watch this. Ooh, it cuts pretty good doing that. Oh yeah. Let's try a long ways. Three cuts, and according to the blade width, I'm a little more than 2 inches deep. Yeah, cuts really well if you're pulling back and forth. Alrighty, that's about it. I gotta go wash my hands.